about something which we were referring to as rules in warfare, or rules when people are fighting, or principles of how people should treat one another, even in the most extreme and terrible situations, such as in times when people are fighting with one another. So if you look at this and you see compassion, which is something we're all capable of having, and it's talking about being sensitive, caring, having feelings of love and caring to the suffering of other people, and being motivated, being inspired to react, to do something about it. That's what we've been talking about. And one of the places where suffering is most prevalent, and you saw it in the story about Henry Dunant in warfare, where there is such terrible fighting. So we're moving from that you've been talking about and thinking about and saying, well, how does this affect the kinds of things that are happening all around the world? And what has the community, if we're one big community, and you remember you said, well, we go from family and friends, the football team, to community, and what's the bigger community? And you said the whole world. The international humanitarian law is the attempt of the whole world to find some way to make some rules so that if people are going to be so crazy that they get into wars or rebellions or some kind of armed conflict, even gangs that might fight each other or whatever, can't we, even in those terrible situations, make some kinds of rules or expectations that will make the suffering not so bad, still will be terrible, but try to cut it to some degree and try to help people be able to come to the assistance of those who are hurt. So we're going to talk about what the I and the H and the L stand for. Can anybody guess what the I stands for in IHL? Hmm? International, the whole big community. And I bet you won't have any trouble guessing what the H stands for. Humanitarian, exactly. And now the L.
Learning.
Life, that's a possibility. We'll just get it up there.
Learning.
Sorry?
Learning.
Learning, that's a great possibility. I like it.
Love.
These are all great. International humanitarian life, international humanitarian learning. Yes, it is about learning. It's about learning. It's about life and about saving life. It's about love in the sense of compassion for others. Any other guesses?
Leadership.
Sorry? Leadership. It's about leadership. My gosh, you guys are good. You guys are great. Keep those words. In fact, you might want to put them in your journal. It doesn't happen to be the one that fits here, but it fits anyway, because this word sort of tries to deal with making these things operate.
Law.
Hey! How did you figure that out? Oh! Do you see how your other guesses work so well, though? The reason why it's law is because the international community, all the different nations of the world, have made an agreement with one another. They've signed a paper that says, we will support these rules, these principles for how people should behave even when they find that they are fighting one another.